Hey everybody, today is Saturday. I got up this morning and I went to a ladies' Bible study and brunch, and my plans changed entirely. It wasn't an ideal situation. I was planning on making these things that I make every year around Christmas time. You brown sausage, you mix cream cheese, and you roll it up in crescent rolls and bake it. I was gonna take that, and we got home late last night from the axe throwing, which I did not think I was going to enjoy that, and I had a blast. It was so much fun. The axe wasn't heavy. I thought that maybe with my tennis elbow injury that like it might be difficult, and it really wasn't a strain. It wasn't heavy. I actually took more turns and longer turns than anybody that was in our little like group of people that we were kind of hanging with. Most everybody else, they would try a couple times and then, let somebody else go. And I was offering for other people to go and they just weren't really interested. So, I mean, I just kept doing it, and the people working there were kind of giving me pointers about how to stand, how to hold the axe, how to release it. It's a lot different than you would think. You don't actually try to spin the axe, and you let the weight of the axe do a lot of the work for you. Anyway, I did end up getting a bullseye, so I put that in the footage from yesterday, but I'll put it again here. That was a lot of fun. But anyway, so we were out late last night with that, and I was doing some computer work, and then so I slept in this morning. And so I had decided I'm just going to make homemade hot chocolate. I'll spare you all the details, but it involved me being late. It involved me having the Instant Pot turn over in the car and spilling hot chocolate. It involved the hot chocolate not tasting great because it kind of got burnt, and because my Instant Pot, despite washing it twice, the lid and the seal still smells and probably tastes like pintos and onions from the pintos earlier this week. It started out very frustrating, and then as soon as I got there to the Bible study and brunch, it was just a breath of fresh air because it was such a wonderful time. It was my friends, and everybody is so gracious, and it's funny when you have a story like that, like, oh, I spilled this thing, or I ruined this thing, or I burned this thing. It's like we've all been there. We've all been there, and everybody has a similar story, and we're all able to just extend grace and support each other. So anyway, it ended up being fine. So anyway, that was lovely. And then we went straight from there to a birthday party. So after the birthday party, I ran and got a gift card for a family member, and because it's their birthday, and came back home. Actually, the Bible study from this morning, I have hosted it the past 2 years, and we've done like an ornament exchange, and my house was just getting kind of small for the amount of people that we were having. So we had it at someone else's house and did the ornament exchange, and my ornament that I brought was something that I thrifted, and I really liked it. And I guess I said too much in the circle that I really liked it, and I said I didn't know if I was gonna bring it, but I did end up bringing it. So somebody else got mine, and then I stole it from them. Well, then somebody stole it from me, and then when it was all said and done at the very end after Bible study, she said, I want you to have this. And I said, are you sure? And she said, yeah. She said, we've got plenty of ornaments. So I actually got a different ornament that somebody said when they got it, they thought of me. And then I ended up taking my own ornament home as well. So I'll show you those two ornaments. I am going to run out. I've got an errand to run, and then I thought I would just spend the evening getting some Christmas decorations up in the kitchen, and I thought that we would just kind of do that together by candlelight. And so I'm just going to end the video by doing that. All right, right, so this is the garland that we put on our bed. I bought this maybe 2 years ago, and this was in the same bin with the things that got damaged because of the snow globe that leaked. What we ended up figuring out happened was that the adhesive that was holding the plug underneath the snow globe, the adhesive came loose, I think because, you know, it was in the shed, so the heat released that adhesive and all of that liquid leaked out. None of this looked moldy. I was touching it and there was no mold coming off on my hands, but with it being on our bed, I just wanted to make sure that we weren't breathing anything in. So I put maybe a 1/4 cup of bleach, maybe a 1/3. I just eyeballed it. I put that in here with some warm water, and I was a little afraid that it might affect the color, but it doesn't appear to. And this greenery is actually that like plasticky material. Like none of this is like your traditional greenery. Like, I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's all like plasticky. So that actually worked out really well to be able to soak it like this. So I'm just going to rinse this with some water and lay it on a towel to dry, and then maybe I can get it up on our bed tomorrow and put the little fairy lights with it. I really like our bedroom with that, and honestly I'll probably leave that up even after Christmas because it's just so nice. Earlier in the fall we made some beeswax candles, and I made a video about that. This wax has unfortunately not been super great in terms of a long-lasting candle. This year we tried mixing the wax with some coconut oil, and that was supposedly supposed to make for more of an even burn, and it was an experiment, and so far I haven't really seen super positive results, but we are kind of experimenting with those candles and just using them one at a time. So I thought I'd light a couple as I am going through our bins. I came across this snowflake that I honestly forgot that I picked up. It is actually a trivet, and it has a little hook on the back, and I don't remember how I used it last year, but I thought that it would make a perfect spot to set this candle that actually is burning. I don't know about you, but from year to year, I tend to forget some of the things that are in my seasonal bins. So it's always fun to go through and remember what I have. I have those really beautiful cable knit bowls. I have a bag that I just showed you of different little paper plates and things. And then here are some other things as well, some little snack bags. I do have a seasonal mug tucked away that was a gift from a friend. And then several thrift finds that I will talk to you about throughout this video. I also have a bag of Christmas hand towels, and I'm going to put those into the wash. It was Michael Smith, who is the author who has written the books called The Nesting Place, and she has one about hosting, and on Instagram she is known as The Nester. But it was Michael who inspired me to focus more on seasonal supplies and less on seasonal decor. I've talked about this in previous videos, but I try to focus less on big bulky things and more on things that make the season feel special, but that I might be able to use them up, or that they don't take up a lot of space. One thing that does kind of get bulky in my bins is this garland, but I do like it, and usually I would put this on our TV stand, but the past couple years I've put it above the cabinets here. Last year I also added the red wooden beads, and I really like them. So as I move across the kitchen, I'm going to be decorating our banquette, and I tried something different this time. I went through the bins, and anything that just felt exciting to me and felt inspiring, I laid it on this table, and I really liked this approach. I liked being able to kind of pick and choose from what I saw here. One of my friends, again on Instagram, her name is Allie. Her channel name is, I think, The Tiny White House. I'll put it right here. But she really inspired me because as she was decorating her Christmas tree, she put all of her ornaments out this way, and it was really nice.
What?
stink bugs everywhere, 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 everywhere.
So there's just real life. I love to insert that whenever I can. We store our holiday bins in our shed, and I don't know about you, but we get stink bugs, and it's not picturesque. This shot is very picturesque, but stink bugs are not. So I took the box outside. I took the dishes out of them. This set of dishes that I'm showing you was actually a new thrifted one just from maybe 2 months ago. The brand is 'Tis the Season. I don't know where that brand comes from. Maybe you're familiar with it, but I loved the little green rim. I actually have 2 other sets of plates that have rims. I have a light blue one, and then I have a brown one. So I feel like with those colors, I can really kind of cover all of the seasons, and we regularly use those small plates for snacks for the kids and for myself. So to start out with, I was going to just kind of dust and then put things right back. And the further I got into it, I realized I kind of wanted to strike everything and just start fresh. So that was what I was doing. And as I was going, I would put something up and then I'd stand back and look at it and put something up again. And I was realizing that if I'm going to add some seasonal dishes here, I'm going to have to pull some away because it's just going to be too cluttered. So all of those white coffee mugs to the right, we really don't use those often anyway, but they match our wedding china, our kind of everyday dishes. So we do keep them up there, but I'm going to put them away for right now because I have 4 mugs with my Golden Pines china, and then we each have like a seasonal mug that the kids got theirs in their December 1st boxes, and then you saw that one that I pulled out. So for now, I'm just going to kind of make some room. I liked playing around with the different aspects here and playing around with height. So I was looking at that picture and I realized I thought it would look nice on top of a stack of our plates. So I decided to separate this huge stack into 2, and then that way I could kind of lift that picture up a little bit. I really love white dishes, but I found myself this year wanting to have a little more interest and contrast on this shelf. So I think that will be something that I continue to look for. And as I'm moving on here, I am adding some little touches. Not all of these dishes are solid white, but because the shelf is higher, you don't necessarily see the gold on the Golden Pines except for the mugs, and you don't really see the green rims on those plates. Once I had everything placed where I wanted it, I put a green pottery bowl up at the top. That was something that I made in a pottery class as a child, actually. And then I'm just taking some trimmings from our real Fraser fir Christmas tree, and I'm just kind of tucking those in here and there. I might come back and add some fairy lights. I haven't decided yet because these are dishes that we use, so I don't want to complicate things too much by having to potentially get tangled in the little wires of the fairy lights. But anyway, here is a final look at how the shelves turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.